There are a couple of new developments in the Hockey Canada sexual assault controversy. Police in London, Ontario, now set to review their initial 2018 investigation. Hockey Canada is taking action, and John Northcott is here with both of those developments. John, good morning.
Yeah, a lot to tell you about on this morning, Heather. Important to say, it is not a reopening of an investigation just yet. It is a review, but all of this because of allegations made by a young woman after there was a party held in a London hotel in 2018 with, among others, members of the 2017-2018 World Junior Cup team. She made allegations saying some of them were on the team, others perhaps. All of this involved. A police investigation was launched and subsequently closed. So what we now have is the chief of the London Police not directly identifying the hotel, but the basic address and the dates involved would indicate that this is the incident that we're talking about here at this gala event that took part in that London hotel. London Chief Steve Williams saying this: to ensure due diligence, given the serious nature of this allegation, I've directed that an internal review of the investigation be conducted to determine what, if any, additional investigative avenues may exist. While this review will be initiated immediately, there is no predetermined timeline on its completion. So again, no expectations as to when there might be a completion, nor on the other side of the ledger, any expectations as to what it might lead to. Still, at the same time, on this file, we have the latest statement from Hockey Canada itself. Now, this is involving the revelation, first on Canadian press, that there was a fund used for various what we refer to as uninsured liabilities. This coming out of an affidavit from the former vice president of insurance for the league, and saying this: now, Hockey Canada recognizes that we have significant work to do to rebuild trust with Canadians. Effective immediately, what they refer to as the National Equity Fund will no longer be used to settle sexual assault claims. Instead, it was exclusively dedicated towards safety, wellness, and equity initiatives. Now this, as and one other note to pass along on this file today, a number of other players involved in that 2017-2018 team have come forward, either themselves or through their agencies, to say that they either had at the time no knowledge or had no involvement, or in some cases weren't even in the country as this investigation, the review by the police, and the ongoing furor, which is of course enormous, surrounding this incident and the allegations of the young woman. She originally filed a lawsuit wanting $3.5 million. That lawsuit settled. We don't know, though, what the official outcome of that was. Heather?
John, and that's just today's developments. Next week, we'll be paying close attention. Hockey Canada executives called to face more questions in Ottawa next week, appearing again before a federal committee. It's looking for a full accounting. It is vowing to use its full committee powers here. What do you think we'll expect next week there? We're
looking at a full court press, if you excuse the mixed sporting metaphor there, by all party members involved in this committee. The Heritage Committee, of course, provides funding for amateur teams in this country. That funding, of course, has been cut for now. The Prime Minister himself weighed in on this earlier this week to see how he feels. Have a listen.
A few years ago, I had my son in hockey. And when I think about the culture that is apparently permeating the highest orders of that organization, I can understand why so many parents, why so many Canadians who take such pride in our national winter sport are absolutely disgusted by what's going on. And certainly as a government, we will continue to be unequivocal in our condemnation of what we're learning.
All of this really coming to light with what the committee deemed to be incomplete testimony in June 20th. But this time around, Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, the law firm that did the initial investigation that was eventually stopped by the league, the sports minister will be there, and senior executives, talking the CEO, the former CEO, the president of Hockey Canada, as well as the commissioners of major junior hockey leagues in Quebec, Ontario, and Western Canada. There will be a lot of questions and soul searching and investigations into not just particularly Hockey Canada, but we're going to see this looking into the culture surrounding sexual assault in junior hockey right across this country.
John Northcott, thank you very much.
Okay.